The strong wind had a big effect on this Scottish Cup Round 1 clash between Hawick and Jedforest. It was the third time the two teams had met this season, with Hawick aiming for a hat-trick. But with the elements behind them, Jed proved a tough nut to crack in the first half and went ahead early on with a converted try from the returning Paulo Ferreira, who never has a problem getting over the whitewash. Jed dominated territory in those early stages, but the Greens' defence was solid and they eventually got into the Jed half of the field and made it count with a slick move which resulted in Dalton Redpath taking the scoring pass from Callum Rennick to reduce the deficit. It was good to see Jed's Lewis Walker playing rugby again after an injury, and he used the wind to his advantage when he thumped a ball downfield into the Hawick 22, where Charlie Welsh, making his debut for the club and following in the footsteps of brothers Gareth and Glenn, had the opportunity to counter-attack, and he certainly showed why he was deserving of his green jersey when he beat two players, then put in a testing kick, which was fielded by Mason Cullen. It looked as if Andrew Mitchell was going in for Hawick's second try, but Robbie Shearer-Gibb was on hand to tackle him short of the line and the chance was gone. But Jed would have been delighted to go in at the break 7-5 in the lead, but the big question on everyone's lips was, could they hold the Greens back in the second half, as it was their turn to face the gusts? We soon found out the answer within a minute when Callum Rennick broke clear from a perfect line-out and scythed his way through the Jed defence for an excellent try to put the Greens in front. Kirk Ford converted, then kicked a 50-metre penalty to open up some daylight at 15 points to 7. The next score was going to be crucial and it went to Hawick. A speculative kick ahead from Ford wasn't dealt with by Jedforest, and there was Ross Graham and Connor Sutherland following up eager to get their hands on the ball, and by a whisker it was Sutherland's name that you'll see credited for the try, and Ford converted again to make it 22-7. By now, Hawick were playing with a lot of confidence and throwing the ball about. This was one of the best team efforts all afternoon, and the build-up to Stuart Graham's try was superb. Andrew Mitchell made the hard yards passed out to Gareth Welsh, then on to Graham, who didn't need a second invitation to get over the line, breaking through Cullen's tackle. Moments later, there was a good chance for Kirk Ford to score in the same place, but he was crowded out by good defensive work, and the score remained 27-7. There was time at the end for a fifth try from Hawick, a mix-up at the back and Ross Graham once again sprinting to get to the ball and get his name on the scoreboard. This time he got his hands on the ball, with Ford's third conversion of the day, wrapping it up for a comfortable win for Hawick, whose reward is a trip to Raeburn Place in round 2, where they'll face Edinburgh Accies on March the 25th. Final score at Mansfield Park, Hawick 34, Jedforest 7.
40 minutes for us was pretty disappointing, but the conditions played a big part. It was a strong wind we played into, so going in and then it was 7-5 down at 40 minutes, we would take that. We knew second half we would get a reaction and we would play the conditions, but the performance first half's probably nowhere we've been in the last few home games. Fair play, Jed came out and put us under pressure. They've got a few big lumps in that team and we struggled to deal with it, and not going to make bones about that, but second half we fixed that and the boys came out and showed what we were defensively.
I'm disappointed in the result, but I'm proud of the boys who dug in for 40 minutes there, really took it to them, defended really well, and we made them work hard to get the ball off us first half, and I feel second half struggled to get our hands on the ball, keep a hold of it. They're where they are for a reason, and we worked through the week about playing maybe a different way to try and break them down, and the boys are speaking there who enjoyed our game today, who came and tried to play rugby, take them on, unsettle them, and we got stuck in, and in the end it wasn't enough, but plenty of endeavour and plenty going forward to work on.
We've made no bones about it. The league's our priority, but I think a good team wins one, but I think if you want to be remembered, you have to try and win them both, so we want to win every competition we're in. We
knew the second half was going to be hard. They were going to be coming out firing, and to concede a try so early in the second half was disappointing, but it is what it is. I think going forward we just have to look at the work-ons, and we've got one game left to try and finish the season on a high, so we're not going to be too disheartened for the defeat today. Like I say, there's loads to work on, but not too disappointed.